Spring really has sprung. After a gloomy end to your work week, clouds and showers will roll back into the Denver metro area tomorrow. We're glad you're with us here at 9 o'clock. I'm Alexandra Lewis.
And I'm Kyle Clark. So Eastern Plains could get some even stronger storms, producing damaging winds, maybe some large hail. So let's get straight to 9 News meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen with a look ahead at the weekend. Corey?
Hey, yeah, we're going to have another round. It's nice to see the skies looking like spring out there, although the thunderstorms are going to be isolated once again, just like they were today. But a few of us will get lucky and get some rain. Here's the radar right now across the Front Range, drying up for tonight. Temperatures down into the 50s here. It'll be a pretty mild morning here across the Front Range, with temperatures bottoming out around 45, 46 degrees here in Denver. Temperatures all across the area here a little bit warmer than they have been the last few days. And the afternoon temperatures will also be pretty warm here, getting up in the upper 70s. This is going to be a real nice day. A little bit of a breeze coming back for tomorrow, and those thunderstorms in the afternoon. I'll talk about that, the timing of that coming up in the full forecast. About 35% of us have a chance to get some rain tomorrow, and then the winds will pick up. We're talking about fire weather both Sunday and Monday. So I'll detail all of that coming up in the full forecast in just a few minutes.
The Boulder County Sheriff's Office is asking for help identifying a woman who was critically hurt in a lightning strike. Someone found her unconscious on a walking path behind LaSalle Street yesterday. Investigators say that she's a white woman, 20 to 30 years old, 5'5", 120 pounds. She has red or auburn hair, and she has 3 butterfly tattoos on her upper right arm. She was wearing running clothes when she was found. Investigators are also asking people who are in the area to check their surveillance camera footage between 4:30 and 5 yesterday.
If we're able to get a photograph of her through that security camera, that would be really good in order to show the public. We need a photograph of her prior to the incident so we could send that out to the public.
As the sheriff's office says, they ran her prints. They didn't get any hits. The woman was not carrying ID, and her cell phone was badly damaged in the lightning strike. That's why they can't identify her. The forensics lab is trying to get information off the phone, but that could take some time. If you think you might know who this woman is, please call the sheriff's office. A hotel and nightclub in downtown Denver is being forced to close.
City officials say Native Hotel and Gatsby Social on Wazee Street have been operating under dangerous conditions for months now. Now all of their licenses are suspended and they're being told to close up shop. 9 News reporter Colton Chavez joins us with the story. Hi, Colton.
Hey Alex, yeah, something that happened within just the last few minutes. You can see a few Denver police officer vehicles behind us right here in front of that hotel. The city of Denver saying they would be doing that from time to time, making sure that the bar and the hotel wasn't continuing to operate. That's what happened last weekend. Now, the city did say that they gave the hotel 48 hours, which is enough time for them to notify current guests that are actually staying in the hotel right now before they officially close their doors altogether. Now, the city also tells me this is the most severe action that they can take on a business. According to the summary suspension ordered by the Denver Department of Licensing and Consumer Protection, the Denver Fire Department had been flagging this building for fire code violations since early last year. In the suspension order, a February inspection revealed just how serious things had gotten. Inspectors found a fire alarm that wasn't being monitored, blocked exits, fire doors propped open, and problems with the sprinkler system. The city ordered the building shut down immediately while the owner was given time to make corrections. On March 6th, inspectors went back and cited him with 847 violations of fire code. Documents say by late March, critical violations remained unresolved and the stop work order was back in full effect. But this past weekend, police say the bar was open anyway. The summary suspension says that same weekend, police responded to 2 violent incidents outside the bar, including a man who returned with a gun after being removed. Today, the city had enough, and all 4 licenses were suspended effective immediately. Now, the city does tell me that the owner of the nightclub was notified today about the suspension. He'll have a hearing which will decide whether or not they continue to suspend all of those licenses. Now, we did reach out to the owner through email, and right now we're awaiting that response. Live in Denver, Colton Chavez, 9 News.
Aurora police say the officer who was stabbed in the head yesterday is in good spirits as he recovers at the hospital. According to police, a man experiencing a mental health crisis stabbed the officer. The officer then shot and killed that man. This happened east of Cherry Creek State Park near Quincy and Parker. Police say the officer underwent surgery last night. He's now awake and talking. The officer's canine was also stabbed. The dog got a few stitches and spent the night at the vet before being released today.
The union representing workers at the JBS meatpacking plant in Greeley says it has an agreement with the company on a new contract. About 3,800 workers walked off the job last month. They returned this past Tuesday with no deal. They did have bargaining sessions scheduled and ended up coming to an agreement. We're still waiting to hear details of this deal. JBS had said that its final offer, same as it's offered around the country, was not changing. Workers will now need to vote on whether to ratify the contract. That vote is scheduled for Sunday. So we know that students are already using AI to help with schoolwork, whether teachers like it or not.
Now, Denver Public Schools is officially allowing certain AI tools in classrooms. 9 News reporter Ria Jaw has the rollout and reaction.
In a classroom built on words and punctuation, there's one mark that's raising some question marks.
M dashes. AI loves M dashes.
For 26 years, Amber Wilson has taught students how to think. Now, she's also teaching them how to not let AI do it for them.
Now they just say, write me an essay about the Great Gatsby. And 2 seconds later, there's an essay about the Great Gatsby. Teachers are spending hours going through papers, trying to decide, is this real? Is this not?
This week, Miss Wilson and all other teachers in the Denver public school system got an email. The district is now allowing students to use AI tools like Google Gemini and Notebook LM on school-issued devices.
I feel like releasing Gemini, just like poof, now the kids have Gemini, that's a big thing. I wasn't ready for it, and now it's there.
We wanted to get as many students off unapproved platforms and tools to approved tools that are contractually bound to protect our students' data.
Within DPS, Billy Sayers is in charge of how AI is implemented. He says the move isn't about introducing AI, it's about catching up to it.
So we want to get ahead and pretty much set some pretty firm guardrails of what students are allowed to use and not allowed to use. With that, we can actually monitor what they're typing in there. There are flags for self-harm, we can see outputs, and so pretty much it is tied to their Google account, their DPS student account.
Miss Wilson wants to know how that'll play out in her 10th grade English honors class.
And so I do worry about, what guardrails have they put on Gemini? Have they? I don't know. They haven't shared with me.
Miss Wilson isn't an AI hater. Magic School is one of the AI tools previously available in the district that she's already been using with her students.
What they do need to know is how to use the tools ethically, how to use it responsibly, and how to use it as just a tool that helps and not a bypass of the thinking or the learning that they actually need to do. That's what I've liked about Magic School is I can go down and very clearly see how the kid used it and if they used it ethically or not.
For Miss Wilson, tools like Gemini feel bigger, more overwhelming, and harder to keep in check. But it's also another chapter she's ready to navigate with this next prompt.
How to make an AI-resistant assignment. So you can have AI help you make an assignment that when it would be hard for the kids to use AI on. And so it's just more creative ways of putting together and having kids show knowledge.
The district says it plans to keep tracking how AI is impacting learning and could expand or adjust the program based on what they find. Ria Jaw, 9 News.